What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. And before any of you ask, the reason I have this scarf on my head like this is I got my hair braided a few days ago. She braided the braids hella freaking tight, which is like good for like their staying power, but bad for like my edges and the fact that like my head feels like it's going to explode. So I just tied the scarf around to kind of just try to relieve some of the pressure from like the weight of the buns and the tightness of the braids and stuff. So I know I might look a little wild and wacky, but you know, I'm still cute, so. Got some cute earrings on. Who's in, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are staying relatively sane and healthy, okay? I really just want to make sure that I'm taking some time out to check on y'all. You know, it's always about skitting this and skitting that. But what about my Ho Biscuits, okay? How flowery are y'all today? Okay, I don't know how to turn that into something cute. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? If you're not doing okay, what's going on? Is there a solution to it? Let's be solution oriented to our problems today, okay? Let's try to make sure that we're making the best of every situation, because you are the best of my situation. Anyways, we are here for How to Be a Pirate Quartermaster Edition. This is from CGP Grey. I don't know what this video is or what it's about. I just saw it in my recommendeds, correction, and Chavez's recommendeds, and decided to watch it. So here we are. I hope it's good. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it'll be fine. My husband has great taste.
So how does this work exactly? If you'd like to be a... So how does this work exactly? If you'd like to be a pirate, you need to understand it is a business. You can't have a crew or a ship or a brand without a business model to support them. But pirate business is like any other. Make a product or provide a service to your customers in exchange for money. Then spend that money on equipment and personnel to make more product for more customers for more money. The difference with Piracy Incorporated is our customers don't wish to be serviced. No matter. With the correct spending on equipment and personnel, the business will service them regardless. Do you have to? My boy, if we don't service our customers, someone else will, and the reward for our abstemiousness will be poverty. In our societal and technological environment, an economic niche exists, and this incorporation of pirates fills its shape as whiskey fills a barrel. Such is life, the motions we choose, but the sum of forces upon us. I became a pirate as the gold in this grail chose its form. The both of us now cogs of this machine that profits on the high seas or perishes. Okay. Profit is income minus expenses, and for a pirate company, income means seizing the biggest booty.
Yep. You said booty.
Seizing the biggest treasure, while provoking the least cost-inducing resistance. The captain is more than happy to explain how we accomplish that through branding. Branding built on the foundation of a solid business, mind you. Brands are memorable and battles flashy, but they don't happen without contracts and spreadsheets. Thus, before we set sail, there will be a contract for the voyage. Though we choose not to live under the Empire's law, we still have rules of our own, to which all men have input and to which all men must agree before setting sail.
Hashtag democracy.
Contract sets the voting methods, codes of conduct, punishments for violating those codes, distribution of pay, workmen's compensation, etc. Each pirate enterprise is a bit different, but in general it works thusly. There are two elected offices, the captain and the quartermaster. The captain is not our boss, but serves at the pleasure of the crew. If they are unhappy with his strategic decisions, the crew can replace him at any time by a majority vote. There is no term length, with one exception. Battle is no time for democracy. Amidst pandemonium, the decider must be free to decide, but this is the only time the captain cannot be removed. And though our branding may give you the impression the captain is in charge of all things, the quartermaster keeps the ship running, overseeing the men, their quarters, their rations, their agreed upon privileges, and punishments executed for contract violations. Everything needed to keep the ship effective and profitable. Quartermaster, battlemaster, crew. Now, at the dawn of this new century, a lot of men are qualified to be crew, which means the cost of their labor is low. So you're not going to pay me much? You misunderstand. That you are here tells me you are not interested in traditional employment, working 9 to 5 on a ship of the Empire for minimum wage, staying out of trouble and saving for retirement as banal days pass, eroding the dreams and aspirations of your younger self, leaving you at the end to wonder how it all slipped away.
Jesus.
No, your personality matrix, shaped entirely by your genetics and your environment, tend you to engage in risk-taking. What's genetics? Doesn't matter. Given your situation,
get it? Because genetics wasn't a thing back then. You get it, guys? You get it?
you find being an outlaw with the possibility of great riches under the threat of the Empire's noose a risk worth considering, if the riches are large enough, which they are. As a crewman on a pirate ship, you are not paid in wages, but with one share of the profit, same as every crewman. The captain gets 2 shares for the strategic decisions he makes, the quartermaster 1 1/2 for his labors, the surgeon 1 1/4, same for the carpenter. Though we do often have difficulty finding surgeons with the right personality matrix, so if there is no surgeon, the carpenter will be surgeon.
Oh,
shocking,
God.
I know. Such flat and equal compensation is not what you'll find on Empire and merchant ships, where captains and officers are compensated richly and get special quarters and privileges over the crew. On a pirate ship, we are all equals achieving a common goal. Wow, what great guys pirates are. Such camaraderie.
Maybe not great, guys.
No, this is not because we are better and the Empire worse, but again, economic inevitability. Empire and merchant ships are not owned by the men who sail them, but by monarchs or investors who hire captains and officers to run them. To ensure loyalty to the owners above crew, the captain is not only paid much more, but has a share in the ship's profits, which the men do not, and may be granted titles and land upon his successful return. Meanwhile, the crew, hired from the mass of men with lives of quiet desperation and personality matrices constraining them inside the law, have only the low price of their undifferentiated labor to offer. And being inside the law, their captains can threaten them with corporal punishment on board, with prison or treason off board, backed by the Empire and her resources to track down traitors and deserters. But for us pirates, captain's orders are but the words of one man. Outside the law, a majority can take control at any time by force. It is only our contract that eases this transition. And at every port, if a man trust not the contract or the crew, he can just leave. There is no pirate empire to track him down. We have a ship and a business only by our cooperation and only if we can keep it. But the incentive is great. We are not here to sell our labor to distant and disinterested owners, but to taste the fruit of our labors directly, to make money. A lot of money for all of us. The only thing standing in
I like how the only time we see the quartermaster freaking smile is when there's hella fucking money, bro.
our way, aside from our customers occasionally, is a subtractor of costs. If it grows too large, the business will inevitably dissolve and we won't get paid. These costs come in mostly 2 forms: ship repairs and people repairs. For the ship, the rules of supply and demand work against us. We can't sail into a port of the Empire seeking repairs without raising questions. So we must only visit pirate-friendly ports with pirate-friendly dock workers, mostly far away in the New World, which raises repair costs considerably. For pirates, each broken mast or cannon hole is more costly than for the Empire. So, for business reasons, we prefer not to fight. Also, fighting incurs personnel costs, since we know that some crew will be injured in battle permanently, and it's just a roll of the cosmic dice as to who and to what. The contract we decide on lists generous compensation for lost legs, arms, hands, eyes. Thus, after the treasure is seized, the injured are compensated, the ship is repaired, supplies replenished, the remainder is profit. The glorious, glorious profit. And your 1 share, after 1 successful voyage with us, will be worth years of labor with the Empire. So, are you compelled to join? I'd like to hear from the captain.
All right. What does the captain have to say? Ooh! There's another one, guys. Should we watch the... I'm going to watch the pirate one. Let's see what the captain has to say.
Hello. So you want to be a pirate, my lad? Well, let me tell ye, being a pirate be all about branding. Yar, it's a business, but branding be bringing in the booty. And if ye be shipping with our jolly crew, ye need love this Jolly Roger. Question, isn't waving a pirate flag like waving a "We are thieves" flag? It seems not helpful. This skull and crossbones be more than just a bit of "arg, look at us." It's plumage prerequisite for plundering. As pirates, we be wanting booty. Booty be licious. But parties protect their booty, preferring it unplundered. So we must plunder asunder, which is a lot of work and risk. Who needs that? See, we want free booty. When we ask for booty, booty to be granted and bounce. But why would a ship just give up? The branding! Plus a surprise reveal. Ye were right, we don't fly the flag for fun, we fly false flags, keeping the Roger hidden for just the right moment. Our ship be lean and mean, and we hide this too. With prey in sight, we billow barrels behind, so though our sails be full, our speed be slow, and we seem fat and full, with supplies kept above deck for greater effect. Okay, that's pretty clever. But this be my favorite, a camouflaged hull, painted canvas unfurled to cover the true number of guns. Behold!
Really? I never heard of that.
Fake. Yar, it need only look good from afar. The ships be seen at a distance through a looking glass on the high seas. Branding is image, not reality. And Empire and merchants do the reverse, carving and painting fake cannon to intimidate. But fake guns don't shoot, now do they? So, we be sailing slowly along, all "how do you do, fellow countrymen?" Then, when close enough, the reveal. Cutting our cover, unfurling the flag, ditching the drag, and sullying pantaloons. That's branding. Do it right.
I have arrived!
And they won't fight. Why, again? I feel like you're not answering this question.
He just told
think
you.
Like one of those poor seaman sods yonder. Imagine ye be working for the Empire, minding yourself, when, surprise, pirates, please present your booty. This guy's the worst. Your captain can choose to fight or not, but if ye fight and if ye lose, we will torture crewmen to death while others watch.
God,
that's not jolly. That's not jolly at all. Look, sometimes...
Why is his eye on a plate with lettuce? And, why?
Misguided men will try to hide booty, and we can't have that. We don't want to torture, understand? I scorn to do anyone a mischief when it not for my advantage. But brands must mean something, and torturing over hidden treasure is quite memorable, which generates effective word-of-mouth marketing. At least from those who have told us the truth about hidden treasure and thus get to keep their tongues. So be the sailor's choice. Fight, lose, maybe torture for you, maybe death for you. Pirates get booty anyway. What a hassle for nothing, and we make it so easy to give up. If your captain simply surrenders, we leave everyone alone. No fighting, no torture, just a transference of booty between ships passing on the high seas. On the other hand, you could fight, and you might win, though maybe as less of a man than before, but lose, and you might beg for mercy in the last and longest moments of your life. Boop. The flag we raise lets ye know your options before loading that cannon. And we have one more surrender incentive. Say the target captain calls his men to fight to protect his booty. That captain is a fool, and probably cruel, treating his men like mule, feeding them gruel while admiring a jewel, the whole crew sick of his rule. When they see our flag and the captain's command, the crew can mutiny, letting us aboard without resistance, and as thanks for their...
You not finna make me die for this bullshit. I want to live, okay? I got 2 girlfriends back home and a puppy.
Assistance, we be holding a court of the captain where his crew can complain. Knowing this chance corrodes a captain's confidence in command, given the crew's critique of his conduct could conclude his career. It's hilarious. Though the Empire calls us outlaws, we also be angels of vengeance on the high seas. What branding, terror, and mercy and justice combined. It's beautiful. So, that's the pirate's life. Sure, the Empire's noose will dangle over your head, but you'll have brothers in arms and booty in hand. What say ye? I'd like to talk to that guy before I decide.
Nigga, we just came from him. I'm not finna go back and forth now. That was actually really interesting. I super enjoyed that. I've read a couple of books, like actual historical accounts, not just like fucking novels. I've read a couple of books about like pirates and their practices and stuff, but all the stuff I read was awful, like about how pirates used to hang people from their gonads from the ceiling. I don't even know how you would do that without them ripping, like, but that was like a thing. Or like nail their toes to the fucking ceiling and then like but this was actually super fascinating. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any reaction requests or recommendations, make sure that you put them down in the comments below. I am currently taking a step back from SCP content, so feel free to recommend it. I'm just probably not going to get to it for a while. I'm just feeling a little bit burnt out, looking to expand my horizons. So if you guys have any like cute animal videos, some fun historical videos, even anime vids, like I'm super down for all of those. And other than that, peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.